Hi, Cancer. Thanks for tuning in to your October love reading. We're going to start by pulling some emotion energy cards for you and the person that you're dealing with for the month of October. This reading may resonate in a romance, but keep an open mind because sometimes it resonates in regards to a relationship you have with either a coworker, a family member, or even a relationship with yourself. It's all about the messages that you need to hear at this time. We have a card on the floor for you, so give me one sec. You're coming in with awaiting results. So this talks about you planting the seeds, you doing all the work, and you're waiting for your flowers to bloom. You're waiting for your ship to come in. You're waiting for your payoff for all the sacrifices, love, sweat, tears that you've put into a certain situation. So let's go ahead and pull the energy for the person that you're dealing with for the month. And they're coming in with release. This is releasing of energy that no longer serves them. This is giving it to God, giving it to source, giving it to the creator, letting the angels come in and take over and be like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. This baggage, the things that I've been hanging on to, thought processes, feelings, negative or low-lying energies that are holding them back. Bottom of the deck is we have control. Now, this control is not about another person. It's about self-control. It's about watching what we say about ourselves and others. It's about trying to micromanage certain situations. And a lot of times we do a lot of controlling because of fear or anxiety. This again is giving it to source, giving it to God, and be like, let them control the outcome. Let it come out the way it's supposed to come out, and let everything be the way it's supposed to be that has already been divinely set. Let's go ahead and pull some energy cards for the overall relationship. And you're coming in with fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. The fifth chakra talks about the throat chakra. Okay, this is speaking your truth, being honest with those around you, being honest with yourself. Okay, also speaking from your gifted side, your psychic side, your intuition. When you feel it or you know it, you're going to express those feelings. You need to be able to freely express that. So there's a lot of communication going on right now. You know, you're waiting for those results. If you notice in this particular card, there is a lot of roots, okay, that have been planted, and they're waiting for the magic to grow. All right. Whatever your intention was, whatever you're manifesting, you've set the stage. You've communicated about it. You are healing from certain things. You are now rebuilding your life, and you're waiting for the things that you want most to manifest. And a lot of times we have to speak it a little bit louder for the people in the back. We have to change the energy from which we speak for our manifestations. Don't doubt that it will happen. Of course, with the angel card here with Gabrielle, we need to also include our angels in what we want and allow them to come in, ask for their help. And we've discussed before how we have free will, so the angels can't just willy-nilly step in and say, okay, you're on the wrong path. We have to invite them in. That's what gives them their power to help us with what we're doing, is when we invite them in. Oh my goodness, look at here. We have healer of the ages with the release. Absolutely. When you release the things that are no longer working for you, healing comes in. Okay. People around this particular energy that you're dealing with, this could be you. They could be the healer that you're looking for. There's been a lot of things going on with your energy and their energy. You're trying to rebuild your life. You're trying to speak your truth. They're releasing things. They are healing. And with their healing comes wisdom, and they help other people heal. And that's very important. So if you're around someone that is really very wise in the advice that they give you, listen, speak to them, talk to them honestly. walking away. This walking away card talks about walking out of the garden of protection. And a lot of times when we go through a very heavy heartbreak, we put ourselves in a very protected environment so that we can heal, and then we can come to terms and find peace with the situation that has just unfolded, in the situation and that relationship that has ended. And then after we've done that healing and we are ready to move on, we leave this beautiful gate, we leave that comfort zone that we have, and we look back and be like, okay, well, I wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't gone through the stuff that I had gone through. And this is where you look back and you're appreciative of the bad things and the good things that have happened in your past, because it makes you a stronger person now. And you don't look back with regret, but you look back with appreciation, because now you're going to take that knowledge as you go back out into the world and start your new life. That's a very intense card. I love when that card comes in, because you've done the work, and that's where you're waiting the results of all the hard work. You're now leaving the garden of healing and protection, and you've found your peace. I feel that you're also speaking your truth and giving the wisdom that you've accumulated from the heartbreaks that you've gone through in the past. Let's go ahead and pull some romance cards here, guys. There's two for you today: wedding and religious factors. This situation involves marriage, and your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Let's go ahead and pull for them as well. They're coming in with flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy onto others. And at the bottom of the deck, we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You have finally found someone that you can rely on. You have gone through the worst of the worst in a lot of different relationships that you've had. You have really done the work and looked within, analyzed the situations, analyzed the people that you had relationships with, and you've set a new path of rebuilding yourself. And now that you've gone to the point of really releasing some things that have been very heavy on you, you are able to match a new energy and allow a new energy to come into your life. This person has gone through just as much trauma and drama as you have. They've released it to source. They have healed. They speak their truth, and they're very fun and flirty. They're very light energy. They make you feel good when you're around them. And you both feel that you are on the same path spiritually. You share the same ideas about religion and about the spiritual energies that are around us, and you click on that, as well as different areas, but that is something that's very important to you, and you are ready to make a commitment to this person. They are ready to make a commitment to you, and it's something that you're building on, and you're building it on based on who you guys are now, as well as honoring who you were in the past. So you know that you both bring baggage to the relationship, good baggage and bad baggage, and you speak through it. You counsel each other. You help each other through the hard moments and sometimes the hard memories, maybe even triggers that you get set because of anniversary dates or holidays or whatever may trigger working through some more of that energy that you've been working very hard to dispel and find your peace. But you're speaking your truth honestly. You're speaking your truth from wisdom You're speaking your truth, just period. So if you spent some time not speaking your truth and holding your tongue, this is not the time, Cancer. And you guys typically don't hold your tongue in that regard because you're very loving, you're very open, and you like to help people through their problems. But when you are the one having such heavy problems, it's hard to speak of wisdom. Okay, because you're up in your emotions. And now you've found peace with some of the things in the past. So it's easier for you to dispel all that wisdom to people around you. Now you're coming in with two clarifiers from the tarot, and we're coming in with the Seven of Cups as well as the High Priestess. Seven of Cups is all about illusions. In these cups, there's something that is there for you. But there's so many different choices and options that you're confused as to which one to take now, because you don't want to jump ahead of yourself. You also want to make sure that these are true offers and not anything that has any hidden meaning that could really set you back. Now, with the High Priestess that comes in, this High Priestess is a kick-ass, okay? This is using your intuition. It's using all the elements to navigate, manifest, and produce the things that you want. Now, the High Priestess, she reigns over all of the other tarots. So we don't mess with the High Priestess, okay? She knows what's going on. She's in charge of what's happening. She is actually the one that dictates how things are going to pan out. So if someone's going to try to come at you with these illusions and, you know, all these offers, and I can promise you this and promise you that, and it could be multiple people offering something, you're going to know instinctively who is telling the truth, who is not, who's good for you, who isn't, what they're offering, whether it's going to work for you or not, and you're going to be able to shut them down or accept right off the bat. You're not going to have to question because your intuition is going to be so on fire that you're going to navigate really quickly through all the other illusions, all the other offers. And this navigates you to the one person that you need to be with. This helps you navigate through all kinds of different things. So if you're recently single, or you're just bringing yourself out there and there was a lot of suitors for you coming out of the woodwork, you know who you want to be with right off the bat. You know who you want to have a commitment with as soon as you meet them. It's like it clicks. So know that that is something, I don't know where to put these. Know that that's something that you don't need to worry about when you put yourself back out there into the dating world, or you're ready for a relationship, or if someone comes up to you and you know right off the bat whether they're for you or not. You know, you're ready to shut them down if they even give you one little weird energy, and you're not playing with that energy at all because you've gone through so much. You're a lot more wiser. You rely on your intuition a lot more now. You get that feeling in your stomach of whether it's good or it's bad, and you just run with it. Now they're coming in with the Queen of Swords in reverse, as well as the Page of Swords in the upright. This talks about how they held their tongue for a while before that they actually presented an offer to you. Okay, they flirted a little bit, you know, they were hanging around, making jokes, making you feel comfortable, but they held back on exactly how they felt about you for the longest time. So you've been on their radar. This is not new information to them about how awesome you are and how intriguing you are. They were feeling you out to see if you were interested. They didn't want to push you away by coming on too strong. So they're coming in with the lighter energy of the page. And they're talking to you, and they're inviting you out, and they're making you laugh, and they're giving you a good time, and they're actually allowing little bits of their personality, little bits of their energy out for you to judge whether it's going to click or not. They've already decided that they want you. They are allowing you that energy to decide if you want them. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. This talks about not being ready to give all of your heart and keeping some of your heart to yourself because of past situations. And they feel the same way too. You know, they've gone through hell in a handbasket as well. They find you very intriguing and very beautiful and very loving, and they love your energy and they're drawn to you. But they also want to hold back a little bit, which is why the queens are in reverse. They're holding back some because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to come on too strong. There's a lot of things that they're working through as well, so that they do not scare you away and or jump in with both feet when you're not ready, and they can get their feelings hurt. But they're ready for you. They've been waiting for you. There's been a lot of times they've been watching you from the sidelines, watching you heal, watching you grow. This is a person that you've known for a little bit. It could be a coworker, could be a neighbor, could be whomever in your social circle, but they've noticed you, and they've been one of your biggest supporters for a long time. Now we're going to pull some clarifiers through a different oracle deck. Okay, we're coming in with deceit, reminder, and in the center, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says, don't forget. Here we have congratulations with the success card. As well as visions. Bottom of the deck, my friends, is forbidden. I know it looks strange with the deceit and the reminder, but what Spirit is trying to tell us is that the things that didn't work out in the past, things that were taken from you, things that were stolen from you, things that you had to come to terms with, whether this is a relationship that ended in either death or betrayal, but it was very intense for you. You feel that there was a deceit, that you were robbed of a relationship that you had put so much blood, sweat, and tears in, and it was taken from you. They don't want you to forget that relationship, and they don't want you to forget the lessons that you learned during that. And the reason for that is because you've become a different person now, and you have more wisdom because of the things that you went through. This is how you help heal. This is how you find your peace. And this is how you help other people when you speak your truth. Your story is important. Your story helps others. So don't forget where you came from. It was just shitty circumstances. There was nothing you could do. But don't forget where you came from and speak your truth, because other people can heal from your past, from your trauma, and from your disappointments. Now you're in a different energy. Now you're somewhere different, and you're meeting new people. You are out there speaking your truth, telling your story. The person that has been watching you and really being in your corner and being one of your biggest supporters is ready for you for when you're ready to match their energies to get into this relationship, so that they're like so into you with this flirt card. You know, they're waiting for you to be ready to not be single anymore. They're waiting for you to have that light dawn on you that, okay, I've been single enough. I found my peace. I'm speaking my truth. I'm getting my stuff together. I've set my roots. I've rebuilt myself. I have the things that I want. They're waiting for you for when you want to fill that void in your heart in a relationship sector. And you are very cautious about who you bring into that inner circle. Success card, and it says, congratulations. You have a vision that will come true. You have a vision of how your life is going to step into the next energy, and have that be the circle in the cycle that you're working on right now. The vision that you're working on, the manifestations that you're working on are going to come to pass, especially with how powerful you are as being the high priestess. Okay. This person is waiting for their chance to jump in, okay, and let you know how they feel inside. And while they're doing all this stuff, you know, waiting on the sidelines, they're doing all this stuff to heal themselves, to be prepared for when you're ready to accept them as a romance. All right, here we go with some clarifiers. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Wheel of the Year in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is looking back over our lives and realizing how hard we fought and how hard we worked towards a specific goal in a relationship that didn't work out. And it didn't matter how much time, energy, love, sweat, and tears we put into that relationship, it wasn't going to change the outcome. And that's where we actually really realized that there was nothing more than we could have done. We did everything we could possibly do to take care of that relationship. And it ended in the way it was supposed to end. And this is where you get your new beginning with the Wheel of the Year in reverse. You know, you feel like you've done everything you can. It feels like bad luck just keeps following you around, but we have to look on the opposite end of that energy with the Wheel in reverse. This is where we start again. This is where we have a new beginning. Your story didn't end when that relationship ended. It was just a part of your story. It wasn't the full book. It was just a chapter. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and this is good because this talks about releasing any burdens that no longer serve you, letting things go, feeling light and bright, moving on. So when you release the burdens and anything that you feel attached to this in a negative stance, know that once those are released, you'll be able to get that success that you're looking for. It opens up some room inside of your energies. You know, if we hold on to negative energy too long, it blocks our manifestations. It blocks our blessings that are supposed to be coming in because we don't have any more room. You know, it's like having an overfilled drawer. You can't shove any more stuff in that junk drawer and without the drawer just falling apart and overflowing. Okay. And that's like the burdens. So once we clean out that drawer and we get rid of stuff that we don't need, stuff that's broken, stuff that doesn't work anymore, there's more room to put stuff in that junk drawer. Okay. That's where your blessings has room to come in. And a lot of the burdens that we hang on to is junk. Okay, it's past memories. It's us beating ourselves up over something that we either said or did, or we didn't do that we think we should have done to make the situation change. All that is yesterday's news. There's nothing we can do about yesterday. All we can do is work on today for a better tomorrow. So what we let go of today that has been hanging over our heads from stuff that we did in the past no longer serves us. And it's just blocking our blessings. All right, here we go. This one's flipping. Visions. We also have the Four of Wands in reverse coming in. And this is where there wasn't a lot of celebration. So the visions that you're working on is you're realizing that you're not celebrating right now. You're not having a good time. You're not hanging out with your friends and your family. You're being very hermit-like while you're doing your healing. But your vision is to go out there and live your best life. Your vision is to go to the concerts and go out to dinner and spend time with your friends and travel and do everything it is that you've wanted to do, but you're not. You haven't, but you should. And that's the energy that you're working on right now because you can see yourself doing this. So as we let go of those burdens of yesterday's news, we are allowing ourselves to have that new energy to come in, that fresh energy to come in for us to live our best lives. But while we are healing, we can't do that, of course. We have to allow the healing to happen, do that hermit mode, and really manifest what we need to manifest and really heal what we need to heal. And we can't lose faith in ourselves, okay, guys? We can't lose faith in the situation. Releasing those burdens really, really helps. Here we have the Two of Wands. This is seeing our ships come in. This is seeing our new lives. This is allowing us to daydream about what it is that we want, start to manifest. We start seeing our ships coming in, all the stuff that you did to heal and to get your root chakra very, very strong, because what had happened in the past really wrecked you, really wrecked your root chakra, really wrecked your stability. And so you had to rebuild all that. And that takes time. And while we do that, we're not hanging out with our loved ones. But when we release the negative energy, when we release that past, we're able to see a new future. And here we have at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords in reverse. This talks about the energy that you're bringing to you, the manifestations that you're trying to do, this relationship with this person that is trying to slowly build a relationship with you is not shady. It's true. The shady stuff that you've gone through in the past, the disappointments, the deceit, okay, is no longer part of your present and or your future. The person that is with you, if this this flirty romance is coming in to show you that there's still love out there. There's still people out there that really admire you and want to spend time with you. And if you're allowing yourself to be open to new relationships, this is a very solid relationship, and they're going to take it slow. They're going to hold back a little bit for themselves as well as for you, because they are going to protect themselves, because they've gone through some really bad things as well. Because of that release card, they had to let go of some burdens so they can allow the good energy in as well. You're in the process of getting rid of that energy that no longer serves you. You're in the process of seeing a new beginning. You're in the process of making that change for a new life. So know that the people around you very, very much have your back. Also know that there's someone special that has your back, that has had their eye on you for quite some time. So when this comes to pass, and this person that you relied on for a long time as your confidant now becomes a romantic interest, you know, don't be surprised, because they still love you through all the tears and the bad moments that you had to go through to get to where you are now. That's only made you more endearing to them, because you've opened up your heart and your soul while you're going through this transition, and they love you more for it, not less. So keep that in mind as you go through the month and this person reveals themselves to you, and you're allowing yourself to actually release some of the burdens that you've had in the past because of the relationships that were taken away from you. This person is not going to be full of illusions. That's part of your past. This person knows you inside and out, and you know them pretty well too, because you've shared so much to get to where you are now, that the bond is really strong. And now they're ready to take it to the next level when you're ready. So keep that in mind, Cancer, as you go through the month. This is amazing about healing and new beginnings and having someone in your corner that loves you through and through. Thank you for letting me read for you today. I hope the message helps. I would love to hear from you guys, so leave me a comment and let me know how you're doing. Talk to you soon. Take care.